What is art? What do you think art is? I don't like these speedboats. They're so loud, but they're really fun. I'm hating from outside the club when I can't even get in. Art is a noun. I think it is a creation. Art is creation. Art is expressive creation. Does it have to be any type of thing? Does it have to be any type of it has to be beautiful creation. So I think any adjective is just an extra on it. Like art is creation. It is something that is created. So in that definition, anything can be art. Human life can be art. A tree can be art. All things can be art. Everything's art. All things are created, are manufactured. Maybe created with the intent of expression, or with the intent to make something beautiful, or something that is created just for the sake of creating it, like something that is just coming from a place of like a fountain of flowingness, some kind of wow, go create. Let's look at the definition. Art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. The expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Typically, so that's usually we think of art as like a Picasso or Michelangelo or Rembrandt. But the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Can animals make art? Maybe. You give an elephant or a gorilla a paintbrush and then they do stuff. Or you give houseflies colored sugar water and then they'll just walk all over a canvas. And then they'll go, it's bug art. I feel like we anthropomorphize that though. Anyways, I'm not going to just discuss animals. Let's just focus on the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Creative skill and imagination. Creative. Personally, I think creating, being an artist, and being an artist is like, oh yeah, I'm an artist. I have my palette, and I paint, and I sculpt. I think if you just create something, either for the sake of creating it, or for beauty, or as a gift, or just the act of creating. I want to use my basic definition of just creative, using your imagination and your own personal conditionings to create something. You are an artist. You are a creator, and that's the closest we'll ever get to godhood, is being a creator. Being an artist, in my opinion, is synonymous with godhood. What else can we do on this earth? We take nothing else with us. All we can do is just create and bring stuff into this world, and that stuff will just change, be wiped away from existence, die, be altered in some way, and then we go too, and then we are altered in some way. We die and we change, and same with our creations. So art is like a constant creation, but also a constant changing. I'm very fortunate to even have the privilege of saying that, and of experiencing that, of experiencing this taste of godhood. To have no worries and a free schedule, to not need to make money right now, or have a full-time salary job, or a family to take care of, or a lot of people under my responsibility, or running for my life for something, or living in fear, or living in some kind of terror or worry that my survival is not going to be met. I feel very fortunate that I can have a taste of godhood. Some arts and acts of creation feel right. They feel really, really good, and I think that's specific to each individual. As if the creatorness in us, godhood. I want to keep using godhood, so I love that term. Mainly because I'm binging God of War content and God of War video essays. So I like the word godhood. Now I also love the Kratos redemption arc, but that's a tale for another time. Some acts of creation and some acts of godhood feel really, really right. For example, for me, in terms of this art course, vlogging obviously feels right. I like talking on camera. I like journaling on camera. This is my audible journal, and it's really getting stuff out of me. I like creating vlogs. I like taking photographs. I like watercolor. specifically to this class, I really like watercolor, but I don't like sculpture. I don't feel called towards sculpting stuff or making stuff out of like objects. But when it comes to watercolor, there's something in me that just lights up, and I want to keep doing it. That I experienced the same thing with snowboarding, and I was so bad at snowboarding too. And then in the beginning, same thing. I just started watercolor yesterday, and I'm like making I'm making art that would look like it'd be on the wall of like a grade 3 hallway. Not bad though, you know. That's just call it like I see it. Same with snowboarding. I would fall and eat shit for a lot. It would be hard to stay upright on a snowboard from start to finish off a hill, off the bunny hill. And then eventually I got good at it. And I do have the intention of being good with watercolor, so I do want to take classes and continue doing it. But that's the thing, I want to keep doing it. There's something about watercolor that I want to keep doing. There's something about watercolor that is appealing to me, that is inspiring to me, that feels fresh, that feels like I want to keep going, that feels like I'm being drawn to it. I want to keep doing it. I want to invest time and money and energy into it.